All right, welcome back. Thank you again. We're doing this again, guys. Look, winning with blends. Justin Blends. Look, if you like the videos, guys, subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend. Today, what we're going to do is dive into synthesis. So go ahead, turn on alerts, share the video, drop a comment, guys, and let me know what you're feeling about a lot of this stuff that we've been sharing on this channel. We appreciate you so much. Do check out my other channels, as you see over there. We'll leave some in the description as well, but you can definitely check out my other channels and join me on the adventure for various things that that I get into. So I really do hope to see you there. Hope to see you joining in the live streams as well, and maybe even consider joining the Discord. All right, so let's dive in. Today we're going to make some new sounds. So what I have loaded is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instances, different instruments right here. We've got the MiniSynth, we've got the Groove Machine synth, we've got the the Transistor Bass, we've got the SuperSaw, and we've got the 3X oscillator. So here we go. We've got, like, listen to these basic sounds. Nothing has been done to them. Let's check this one out. Nothing. Okay, so we've got stock sounds. So what we're going to do is dive in one by one and just see how we can essentially manipulate some of these parameters here to create different types of sounds. So you could obviously go into some of the defaults, check some of the defaults, go through the list of defaults, and find some basses, some pads, find some leads, you name it. But you could also just simply create your own. Now, the process may not necessarily be simple, but like I always say, sometimes you have to break things and explore to find something new. So here we go. Let's just start with the MiniSynth, okay? Now, here we go. So we could change the shape, right? Ooh, listen to that. Wow, nothing much going on there, is there? Okay, so let's see what we can do. Ooh, check the modifier. Here we go. You can add noise. Okay, some of these sounds might go crazy in your earphones, guys. I'm sorry, but do get on headphones, right? We can transpose. Now, I love the fact that we can get combos here: saw plus square, square plus square, spread 5. Ooh, right? So some nice, interesting chords there. Okay, we can do, and that's a good octave spread. Now let's do square plus saw, right? Some really warm stuff, reminds me of like Ninja Gaiden or something like that from the 80s. Again, guys, we've done the synthwave stuff and lo-fi chill tunes. You can do that. You can make all sorts of sounds like that right from here, right? Okay, so let's just say we like that. Check out some of the filters. Okay, we get the keyboard track going, velocity, resonance, right? Okay, a little lo-fi, a little low tone. Okay, so here we go. All right, so we've got a couple of key short forms here. We've got like the filter, EG, which is the envelope generator. So this is going to kind of adjust the intensity of your envelopes here. So let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so I like this one. Watch this. Okay, let's do. So the modulator wheel. What is the modulator wheel going to do? Let's get it to affect the frequency. Okay. And let's see what we could do. LFO, destination frequency, and let's do saw. And let's change the amount for the LFO. Now watch this. See, we're adjusting the frequency, right? Faster and faster. Let's do it slower. And slower still. Watch this. Let's see how long. Watch this. 8 bars. Whew. 16 bars. This might take a while for it to make a transition, but we'll just hold it and see how long it takes to move. It's gonna be kind of long, guys. Maybe this wasn't the best example. This is a bit long. Let's narrow it down to like 4 bars. Let's go to like 2 bars or 4 bars. You see what I mean? Can you guys hear that? I'm sure you can, right? Okay, we can also change it to a square as well. Increase the amount. Okay, let's change it from frequency to perhaps filter, and let's lower the speed. Increase the speed. Okay, let's do Let's do it like this. Whew. Guys, there's so much you can do with these, right? Now, of course, in the master area, you can adjust how long, like the attack, the some envelope settings here, the release. I'm just pressing it one time and it keeps going, right? I could change the slide. Again, we were talking about this in the synth wave idea, just kind of blending sounds together, making it sound really kind of creamy, if I could say. So each note will kind of blend into the next. We could drop the sustain super fast, like as soon as I let go, it goes off because the release is so short, right? There's so much we can do. Now we can add some effects here. Now this is where we can go crazy. So there's delay, there's distortion, there's chorus, there's phaser. Let's start with some, let's start with distortion, right? We could drive it, right? We could decimate it some more. So crush it, right? Like a bit crusher type of effect. Okay, we can add some delay. Let's turn that on. Now let's how much feedback? A lot of feedback. You hear that? Filter it out. EQing your delays and reverb and such are really useful tools to make clean mixes as well. Let's turn the mix up. Oh, nice. That's just one note, yeah. Okay. Let's go for some chorus. I like this. I like it. Watch this. Woo. Okay, let's just record that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we got 85. Let's record that, okay? Okay, here we go. Okay. Just so that we have something going on. Okay, let's go do delay again. And let's lower the time. Here we go. Make sure this is a little bit early. Not so bad. So there you go. So what I'll do is I'll copy this and I will paste it on all of the tracks here. And I don't want to do the same thing for all of them, but for now, right, we've got the same thing happening on all 4. So let's just say we're done with the MiniSynth. I think it sounds pretty cool. We're going to now move on to, actually, let me solo these. I prefer solo it. So now we're moving on to the Groove Machine synth, GMSynth, right? And GMSynth has way more parameters to adjust. So it could get a little crazy because you've got 2 different, where we go? Where are we? Here we go. So you got, yeah, here we go. We got 2 different sound types that we can work with, okay? We've got the crunch, and then we've got, well, sorry, A and B. So for one, we can do crunch, or there's one that I really like. It's called, this is the Rhodes. Is nice. It's really nice and smooth. But then we can also do something with more vocal. Let's and then watch B. Phase for B. Let's see what we could do. Okay. Noise, as usual. You can add noise. Let's keep the noise low for this particular one though. There we go. So we adjusted the pitch. Let's put it to 12. No, let's put it to 3. I kind of like that. Okay. What we can also do, so again, you can adjust the different types of sounds, right? Keys, and you can pair them, right? To create different types of sounds. Let's go back to the Rode. Kind of like that smooth type of sound, right? You guys listen to that. And I'll drive it a bit too. I'll drive it up a bit. Let me add some distortion. Let me turn that on. There we go. Listen to that. There we go. Let's keep it simple there. And again, we can adjust the shape. Guys, there's so much you can do with this, with synthesis within FL Studio Mobile. It's actually incredible. And that's just distortion there, but let's drop the distortion because I don't really need that much. Let's go, let's actually turn off, and then let's go to level, and I would rather turn it up here just a bit here. Now, there are many ways to increase the volume. Of course, you can use a leveler, you can use a compressor and turn it up. There are so many different things you can do. You can boost EQs. Of course, EQs are way more powerful than volume, so you can just do that. But I don't like the attack so high, and I do want the release to be a little bit longer. Hear that? You can adjust the panning here. So let's go left. And again, you can also, why don't we record some automation for the panning. Okay, we'll do that manually right here. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So we just did that. Let's now play back. Okay. And we're going to add a little bit more, guys. We're going to go in. Okay, so let's see what we can do. We've got some more modulation. Did we adjust this? Yes, we did. Filters. So we're not going to do, maybe add a little bit of keyboard to that and raise the attack, drop, increase it. No. Let's see what we got here. Low pass. No. Let's do 24. Okay. Increase the amount. Okay. As you see right there, you see that automation moving right there. Just a little bit to the left and right, just enough to give it some motion. Okay, let's move on to some modulation. Okay, hear that? Now we can change the kind as well. And we can also choose how long, if it affects it right away or not. We can, of course, adjust the envelope generator amount, right? Increasing the intensity of those movements. Okay. Okay, let's change this ring type to, look at that. Let's try the filter. Okay. Let's go back to frequency modulation. There we go. Very harsh. But again, so much you could do. Let's go back to ring. I kind of like that. Yeah, I like this. I like that. Okay, so the mod wheel amount, again, this is also helping to adjust the intensity. Okay. Let's go. So we got the levels adjusted, as you see. Make sure that we're coming through nicely. All right. And let's go to the low frequency oscillator. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the rate a little bit lower. Let's do this to the frequency. There you go. You see that? So now we got a sine wave. We're moving the frequency at this rate right here. You can adjust the rate, maybe faster or maybe slower. Let's do on the beat, right? And we can change the shape. We could do a square wave. We could do sine wave, saw wave. I kind of like this. I like that. I like that. Okay, voices. Now we could transpose. Listen to that. Okay, we can also adjust the slide again. It may not. Oops. Here, let's max it. See, the notes will slide into their full, the full note, the octave, let's say, or, okay. No, let's keep it like that. Voices, let's go to trio. Listen to that. Scale, maybe a chord. There's so much we can do, guys. It's crazy. Synthesis is quite amazing in this. This app is incredible. So I like that. I don't mind that, but maybe less slide. Okay. So it'll slide to the note. It won't hit the note. For example, if it's a C, it will slide up to the C the more you increase the slide. So if you wanted to hit the note more or less instantly, you keep the slide super low. And of course, effects. We've got distortion. We've got delay. Let's turn on the delay and look at the options, guys. So many options, right? There's so many ways to just stack effects in FL Studio Mobile. So here we go. Let's adjust this. Okay, let's adjust this and see what we've got. You hear that? Let's do this right here. Can adjust the amount. Okay. I kind of like that. Okay, so let's say we're good with this. Let's do one more. Let's do some reverb, okay? Did we do reverb? No, we did delay. Let's do reverb. Listen to that. Woo. And I'll make this a little slower. I want it to be more prominent. Look at that. Okay, so let's move on. Guys, if you like what you're hearing, of course, smash the like button, guys. You know, tell people about Winning with Blends. Come back and we're going to do some stuff live and have a lot of fun. We're going to dive into essentially using FL Studio Mobile and other things. So right on the master track, just in case I put this up, so just in case we I create some super intense sounds that would be too loud. So so far, no. I'm pretty happy that we haven't destroyed any speakers yet. Okay, I will turn this one up a bit because I feel like we have still some room. So what I'll do, instead of doing that, instead of just pumping the volume here, what I'll do is we can actually get some type of EQ, why not, and start to push some of these levels up because we have room, overhead room. Okay, let's get a little bit of bass on this one. Maybe not. Maybe this. Yeah. I don't want, this would muddy the drums a bit too much and conflict, so I'll drop this with the kick. Imagining there was a kick, I kind of dropped that a bit. Okay. There we go. So let's say we're good with that one. We added some automation as well, guys. So a little bit of a different experience for this one. Let's move to the next sound. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, this one's super simple. We got a little beep here with the transistor bass, but watch the things that we can do with transistor bass. Okay. Let me actually, what I'm going to do is for transistor bass, since we're so quiet right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump the volume for now, and I'll make some adjustments in a moment. So we can add some, yes, distortion. Let's drive the high pass. Okay, that's going to help your sounds cut through the mix a lot more. Let's drive it more and less. Listen to the high pass again. I'm going to increase this. Let's drop this now. And I will increase the drive just so you hear, and the drive volume. Okay, let's increase this high pass here. There we go. Let's drop that a bit. Okay, that's decent for now. We can adjust the width. Okay, the pulse width. Let's do this. And okay, LFO to pulse width. Okay, I like that. It's kind of... Okay, so for these ones, actually leave these the same way because I want to see what we can do to combine these guys. At the end of this video, perhaps I'll export these files so you yourselves can grab them as well, right? So let's do it like that. And I'll get into how you guys can grab those in time. So let's adjust the waveform. Okay. Let's see what we could do here. Adjust the resonance. Okay. Now for this one, less functionality, less parameters to adjust, but still a powerful tool for creating very interesting bass tones. So let's pump the bass on this one. Yep. Let's get it not too boxy. There we go. Okay. There we go. So that is, of course, transistor bass. And what I'll do is, watch this. We can do some other stuff. Let's click more, and then we can drop transpose it down by however many octaves, right? So let's see. Okay, we increase that. Now let's do a -12 instead. So right click, or depending on what you're using, whether you're using a keyboard and mouse or you're tapping or using some type of keyboard or whatever have you. So here you might want to put like a minus number, let's say. So it's coming down. There we go. So now we've got more bass. I mean, it's transistor bass after all, right? Let's drive this a little bit more. Let's see what we can do. There we go. I kind of like that. Maybe even cut off a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. A little boxy. That's cool. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So we're going into SuperSaw, all right? SuperSaw, there's, again, a lot of functionality here, much like the rest. Let's see what we can get into with the basic sounds, right? Simple sounds. Okay, we can go into, first of all, let's turn some sub on. So you got, let's see without the sub. And let's go with the sub on. Boost it up. Okay. So I'm going to actually raise the attack because I don't want it to hit, and I'm going to increase the release. Okay. Now we can adjust panning. Of course, I'm going to pan a bit to the right, but we're going to work some other stuff out as well. Now I love this one. When we get to the LFO, we can adjust how this thing moves. So let's just say the attack. Let's go to, listen to this, guys. Watch this. We're going to adjust the pulse width. No, let me increase this actually, the hertz. Let's see. Let's do maybe frequency. Okay, and let's adjust this to, random. Let's do saw. All right, let's try something else. Okay, let's try maybe the resonance. Maybe even level. Let's see what we got here. And let's do square. Come back. Okay, what we'll do is this. We'll go into more of the synthesis here before we start diving to the LFO, okay? So let's go into the filter. Okay, we're adjust the filter. All right, let's turn that up. And this one as well, I'm going to drop it, transpose this down, okay? There we go. So more on the bassy side of things, right, this time. All right, now watch this, here we go, mod wheel. And we'll adjust this as the, okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's go here. Let's slide. Okay. Arpeggio rate. Range, how many octaves? Let's do 3. And let's turn this on. Okay, so watch this, guys. Give me a moment. Let me set this up here. Okay, so let me extend these notes. Okay, let me extend these notes so this part makes sense, all right? There we go. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's see. Let's go over here. Okay, let's go back to, I said the LFO. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Let's see if we can mess about here a little bit. Okay. Let's drop this down to 0. As low as possible. Let's raise it to the max. Okay, you hear that, guys? Let's try this one. Okay, so we can, of course, adjust it to one shot, so it doesn't really go through the full steps the way it would with the hertz. It wouldn't move with the rate. It'd kind of just... Oh, let's actually increase the length of these to make it very clear as to what we're doing here. Okay. Okay, let's change the arpeggio mode up and down. And we can also do, let's do random. Let's see what this sounds like. This is hilarious. Okay, let's go up. I know we're going crazy right now, guys. Okay, and let's try a couple of other things here before we move on. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, the mod wheel. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, let's see. Let's stop this for a second and see what we got. There we go. You guys hear that? So let me see what this sounds like. Nice. I'll drop these a little bit so there's a little, just so it goes a little lower, a little shorter, sorry. do it just like that. I think that's the way. Okay. There you go. Let's move on to the next one, guys. There's so much you could do in this. Let's touch this. And again, like I said, if you're feeling the video, guys, definitely subscribe to the channel. Now we're going on to the 3X oscillator. This has a lot of functionality, okay? You'll see a lot of different acronyms like LFO, PW. We're looking at pulse width. We're looking at the pitch bend. We're looking at the modulation wheel. We're looking at some of the steps, maybe band pass or band stop or state variable filter. You might see some of this terminology within these parameters here. So don't fear. You know, it's a mobile app, so a lot of the, the words might not necessarily be in full form. So, but, if it's new to you, take some time to learn what they do. You can also just simply use your ears and you'll figure it out, a lot of these, right? So let's see what this one does. I'm going to actually make these a little bit longer just so that we can hear a little bit more how we're affecting it. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to mess around with some of these. Let's start with... Okay, let's start with the arpeggio. Here we go. How many times do we want this to repeat? Oh, let's turn this on. Okay, there we go. Let's do the rates. Let's see how this goes. And let's adjust the time. Actually, sync. There we go. So what we can do is we can actually choose right here the chord. This is beautiful, guys. Watch this. Okay, and let's adjust the time. So watch, I'll put the time to 0 so it repeats right away. As you see, the repeat is 3. Let's just do the repeat to 1, to 2, I think. There we go. 2. Let's put it all the way to the max or higher. Okay. Okay. Now let's try sticky. We're just, messing around a bit. Okay, I like that one. Okay, so let's say we're cool with that. Okay, let's try a bit of echo and see how we can apply this. That's a bit long, right? Whew. Okay, we're starting to get a little messier now. Whew. Okay, maybe less repetition. Oh, we have slide on now. Now we can adjust the levels too. This is another thing we can do, guys, with the panning. Pan to the right. Like I said, within FL Studio, there's so many ways that you can adjust the volume, right? You can adjust panning and levels so much, right? And cut off and resonance if you want things to punch through the mix, right? That's kind of cool. Let's see what the cell sounds like together. Oh my gosh. This is different. Let's check our main mix just for now. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Now we can start to, to compress a bit. Let's drop this down so we can catch that a bit more. And there we go. This is pretty intense, guys. Let's go back here. Let's solo this and see if we can dive in a little deeper into the synthesis of the 3X oscillator. Okay, so my goodness, there's just so much we could do. I'm going to increase some of these so you can kind of see what we're working with here. So enable. Let me increase some of these. Okay, just give me a second here. All right. There we go. So watch this. When you start adjusting some of these, you have to put the amount up so you can actually see what you're really, really working with, right? You can adjust the shape there. You see that, the decay, right? So it takes a little longer for this cutoff to finish its process, right? You see the release there increasing, right? You see the attack increasing. Okay. You can see the delay. We can entirely shift it over to the right and have it start the effect a little bit later. We can lock it to the tempo as well. Now you see this, you can see, let me move this over so you can maybe see that more clearly. You can adjust that curve right there, right? Let's make this even higher so you can see it maybe a little more clearly, and maybe increase the hold as well so there's more space so you guys can see what's really happening here, right? You can adjust all of these parameters here, and the beautiful thing is you can save these presets for yourself if you want to use them again in the future, right? Let's dive into a couple of these things. So let's increase the amount. Okay. Okay, just showing you guys, there's a lot you can do with this. Now, of course, you can, let's enable this. And now what we're going to do is, like a lot of these things, okay, we're going to adjust the envelopes because we want to, nice. Let's hold this. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Different stuff, right? This is synthesis, guys. There's so much you can do with this type of stuff. It's just incredible with these with these sounds, these tools. Okay, and of course we can adjust the panning, which we can do. Maybe we'll link it to the tempo and see what we can do. Let me know if you guys notice the panning. Let's let that play for a moment. Okay, it's more biased to the left, which is also fine, right? But it's definitely hitting. Let's go back to volume. No, let's go back to, here we go, to the miscellaneous, and we'll adjust the levels, right? It's really more pan to the left. Which one is it? Right here. So we'll pan more the keyboard. Listen. Right, all the way to the right. Let's pan to the left. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see what we can do. Let's turn this off and see what happens. Let's turn the sustain down. There we go. I want those 3 clear notes, right? Let's do this low frequency oscillation. Let's just leave it there for now with that. Guys, look, there's a little bit more. We can, of course, increase, put it to high quality. And there's so many functions. Guys, there's so much we could do within this. Okay. Phase it and detune it, guys. Again, we talked about this for maybe making some lo-fi chill stuff. Whew, that sounds really rich. Now it's a bit quiet, so what I'll do is I'll turn the volume. I will do the miscellaneous and turn things up here. But also, instead of that, oh, we still haven't touched the echo. Yes, we have. We haven't touched the polyphony. Okay, so I'll leave this for now. Actually, let's see if we can adjust it more. No, I don't want to adjust it too much. I like what we have. Okay, so I'm going to do... Oh, did I mess it up? No. This should be good. Uh-oh. I think I destroyed something. It's all right. Okay, so let's see if we can go back. And I think what I did was... Okay, I kind of messed it up. I feel so bad, but that's okay. I did like that, but it's all good. We'll figure it out at another time. This will conflict with the bass. There we go. There we go. Warm it up. Actually, I'll drop this down a bit. Nope, don't want that. Maybe. Maybe. All right. And there you go. Let's try it all together for some reason. We don't need to do this, right? But let's try it all together. Whew. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I like that one. Let's turn this one down and let's see this one. That's the one that we need to bring down. Here we go. And okay. All right, guys, and look, there you have it. Okay, so exploring synthesis in FL Studio Mobile is deep, and I'm so glad you guys stuck around for us to jump in with this. Maybe what I'll do is, even you guys join the Discord, perhaps what I'll do is maybe we'll make this beat together. Maybe we'll make a song together with these sounds. Perhaps I'll export them and give it to you guys. You guys let me know what you want. Leave a comment in, you know, down below and let me know, because really it's up to the support that you guys offer to the channel, and I definitely appreciate all of your time. I just appreciate you guys so much, right? So thanks a lot for checking this one out. Again, of course, we're going all the way in with FL Studio Mobile and other tools as well, guys. So, you know, subscribe to the channel. If you like what you hear and like what you see, definitely hit that button, tell a friend, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, cool, take it easy.